baseball in Pennsylvania.
He definitely is in the top 10 players of all time.
This video is pretty much, I'm highlighting the idea that Kobe really just got a bad deal, you know, when you think about it. Like, he really just got a bad deal in the whole scenario. Granted, I'm elaborating, I'm still talking about something I just talked about, but to have put in 20 years, into a craft, X amount of hours daily, or at least as often as possible, as often as necessary, I should say. 20 years, as I said earlier, to do that for 20 years. I mean, I remember I didn't even go to school for 20 years. And if you had told me about it, you know what I mean? If you told me to work at some job for 20 years from day one, I probably would have told you, I mean, granted, if it paid well, makes sense. But damn, to put 20 years into something and die 3 years after you retire, which retirement is, if you ask me, one of the best aspects of making a lot of money is not needing to make it, just have it. And actually get to like share it, you know, or change others, create opportunities. You know, basically, man, dying 3 years after you've amassed $500 million is the short end of the stick. Because at the end of the day, it's like the world kind of like used you, you know? It's like you were born to make all these companies money. Granted, of course, while you were making the money, everybody was happy. You were happy. Because now he's gone, all the YouTube videos are still going to be making money. Fortunately, right? All the games, like everything he did, the sneakers, everything, it's still going to be making money. And we thank God for that. The excitement stays, you know, you remember. But the place where all this came from is gone, you know? Which is the reason we actually have it. Like, the person thought about something, they believed in what they were thinking about so strong, they went about honing it, training it, creating it, making it. Granted, he got to see the results of his effort, but kicking it, when it's all said and done, is like one of the best parts. I want to get a chance to look back. I want to get a chance to look back, especially, I mean, we all want to get a chance to look back, and then you can right your wrongs. But imagine you did it right. Like, yeah, I want to get a chance to look back. You goddamn right. I know what I did. My shit was championship level. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it manifest here in this person and that person over here, like this, like that. Like, this is not a basic look back. Nah, you're gonna look back with all kinds of explosions. It's not a basic scene, it's explosions. The kid didn't even get to look back, man. I mean, 3 years after the league, you're pretty much just running errands, you know? You're probably getting the house you really wanted, you're probably searching, making the online searches you really wanted to do. Granted, he has assistance for that, but you get my point. Like, you're doing those little things you never really could do while you actually were playing 24/7. And not to mention, being as big as you become, obviously would come with a lot of extracurricular requirements, or I should say responsibilities, you know? Appearances here and there. Could even just be a minor league game. You being Kobe, you cannot not show up for that game. Granted, I mean, you could slack off as much as you want, but if you really want to be on top of your game, you show up for whatever is necessary, because you got to represent yourself. So to die 3 years after that, I can imagine those first 3 years were spent pretty much just representing the brand, implementing, or at least setting shop for the next at least 40 years of his life. Because you're dying at 43 or 41. My dad died when he was 83 years old. So you could be giving birth to another Kobe right now who does everything this present Kobe did. And you would still have 1 year to live. So it's just sad, you know.